turn to your lab, Q&D, router access control lists. In your VMware workstation, you want to suspend all virtual machines, only bring up your IIS web server that we had yesterday. Before you do, no, I think we're okay right now. Just bring it up. If we got to troubleshoot it, we will. Remember when I said part of this lab process now is we try to architect perimeter defense and all that type of stuff? The labs get pretty involved, a lot of technical detail, all that type of stuff. And I could walk you through step by step. And I'll help step by step, but I want you guys to do a lot of the thinking because that's what you'd have to think about to secure an architecture like that. All right?
So which server are we opening?
The IIS web server that we had yesterday that we hacked and we exploited and had fun with.
That's the Win2KIS
Yep.
DMZ.
Yes. And when you get there, make sure you can ping your network. If you can ping to the 2 network, you're good to go. If you can't ping to the 2 network, then we know we've got issues. Okay? Next virtual machine you want to bring up is in the Q&D folder. So I'll file open. Virtual machines. Q&D. I'll wait for you all to get here and then tell you what one to start. Irvin, you there? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what you're going to start is Q&D router. So open up Q&D router, Ubuntu. Click open. Yeah. Power on this virtual machine. Everybody with me? If you get the ever prompt, take the default, I copied it, click OK. Just let it boot. Got one thing I want to fix here because what happens is when you image these things over and over again, when you start off in Ubuntu, and I haven't figured out troubleshooting it yet, the ETHs seem like they count up. So the configuration for the router we have to make sure the right ETH is set up. Just see this nice little pretty background. Applications, accessory, and then I want you to open a terminal window. So it's going to be applications, accessories, and then I want you to open a terminal window. Okay? First thing we want to do, we're in Ubuntu. So Ubuntu's tricky because see how I got a $ prompt there and not the number sign? Or the hash, as they say in Europe. Yeah? Got a sudo -i. Saint is the password. Now you should see the prompt turn to that hash. How we doing? Okay? Mike, you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what you want to do is do not update, because we'd be here for 2 days. Click if config. Pipe it to more. That's what I was telling you about, see? I'm 4 and 5. Yeah? See, I'm 4 and 5? Question? Oh, okay. So since I'm 4 and 5, what are you guys?
What are we looking at?
Shall ETH 4? ETH 5?
Or ETH 5, yes.
You're 4 and 5? Are you 4 and 5?
I've 4 and 5.
Wow, we're lucky for once. Hit the Q. That exits you out of the pipe to more. What I want you to do is look at your lab and see step 6. We're going to go with step 6 now, just so you got the path you got to type in. Remember, tab's your friend. So type a letter or two and hit the tab key, and it should fill in.
Is this the
Q&D router access control list.
okay.
This is your one you've been waiting for. Dynamips. So once you get into the folder, see what I've done here? I've done an LS. This shows you that this is that Dynamips router emulation tool. As you see, this is a Cisco 7200. See that? And I'm running the Cisco 7200 iOS. So if you look here, you see this simple1.net. I want you to go Vim. I think Vim's on here. Simple1.net. And that will bring up your Dynamips. See how in this configuration file it's saying on localhost on port 7200, I'm going to run this 7200 image. See that 7200 image? Yep. And I'm going to attach serial 10, right, to ETH2. And F00 to ETH3. Well, it's not ETH2 and 3 because when we imaged it, it changed it to 4 and 5. Yeah? So what you're going to do is you're going to change that to 4 and that to 5. Okay, that be good? And I got to check something because I think there's a typo in there and I want to make sure I'm right. Escape colon W writes it, escape colon Q exits. And I'm going to look at one thing here because I thought that we were using too fast Ethernet interfaces. Yeah, see that? There's a bug. I just found a bug. I wonder why I didn't find that when we did this last class. See how it says a serial 10? We don't want serial 10. We want fast Ethernet, yeah? Yeah, that's backwards. Okay, so here's what you want to do. You want to go change this to an F, 0/0, and then this is an F, 1/0. If you look at the next page in your lab, you will see the diagram of what we're setting up here with the router. That's your host. F00 is connected to the host. So how do we do this in virtual machines? We do it by NAT is F00. See that? The inside interface is going to be a custom. And I'll show you how you figure it out in a minute. So the custom is F1/0. You follow me? So now if I go over here to my handy dandy, oh, just the Vim.
How do you insert?
Oh, sorry. I didn't tell you how to, I forgot VI. I got to teach you VI. Type I, and that's for input mode. And now input mode, you'll be able to type.
I don't know how to start VI.
Vim. Vim space simple1.net.
From within the directory, when you go back up to sample apps and do Vim.
Yeah, wherever directory you should be in your simple1 directory.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And there, Vim space simple1.net. Okay? Now input mode, so when you hit the I key, you can go in and do F00, F10, and stuff like that. Okay? And what we're doing here is, just to give you an idea, what do you think this router R1, that's our router. If I wanted 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many routers I want, if I got enough RAM, I can do it. In this case, we're telling the RAM to be 160 bytes. See that? Which we can get into some issues here. If we do, we might have to bump the RAM on the VM, but we'll see how it goes. Remember, when I originally created these loads and everything, I was restricted to 2 gig of RAM. So I had to keep it tight. But if it starts slowing down, we'll figure it out. But see how we do that? F00, F10? The trick of getting this thing to run on Ubuntu was this doggone interface called NIO Linux. It took hours to find that little tidbit of information. Yeah, it's always fun trying to figure this stuff out. Everybody good?
How do you get out of the insert?
Escape.
Escape.
Escape : W writes it. Escape : Q exits. So we go escape : Q. Oh, I got to click in there. Escape : Q. Okay?
W writes it.
Writes it. Escape : Q quit. You could do it together, but then you make a mistake and you just blew out your configuration if you make a mistake. Okay? How are we doing? Did everybody get their file configured? Okay, now what you want to do is, I want to show you how we do this. Go over to your view. So click on your view in your VMware Workstation window. Go into current view, summary. See how we're natted right here? See that? Yeah? That's this interface. This is going to be F00 or ETH4. Okay?